Is the video working? Is the video working? Let's see. Well, there's nobody over there. Look here. Is the audio working? All right, welcome to the third place game here at the Arch Madness Tour in St. Louis, Missouri. We have a rematch of the first round, which is the WASA Golden Eagles versus the Golden State Warriors. They were very close last time, and this time around, expect a good game. Sydney Whaley Smith with the tip. And on the court, along with Sydney, you have Kat, Lucy, G, and Taylor. Early shot with a good roll for Golden State. If you remember the first game, they are an excellent shooting team. So we're going to have to make sure to jump out on them throughout this game. Ball swings over to Taylor. He's got Lucy in front of them. Looks like he might be able to sneak through. He dumps it down to Lucy. Ball is too low for her to handle. And turnover. It is Golden State's ball. Ball swings to the top. They've got their shooter, number 24, on the lower right-hand side of the screen. And looks like that's going to be a turnover. Marquette basketball. Taylor's got the ball behind his screen. Oh, ball rattles in and out. That one will start to fall. Catherine Redden fouled in the shot. That first free throw shot just rattles in and out. Second shot. Early timeout, Marquette. G's got the ball, swings it over to Cat in the middle. She likes that shot. Does not roll in for her. Here comes Golden State. Shot's too strong. Cat's got the rebound. Dishes it over to Sydney. Sydney sees Cat in the middle. Cat a little bit strong off the rim. Needs to get a little bit more arc over shot. She'll adjust. She hit that shot probably 20 times yesterday. Great defense by Lucy on the top of the key. Number 12's not sure where to go. You can see they've kept everybody out of the lane. G gets his hand on the ball. Unlucky. Shot clock's down to 2-1. Shot clock violation. Great defense by WASA Golden Eagles. Mack has entered the game. So you got the two big players in with Mack and Sydney. Cat tries off the backboard this time, doesn't settle in. Here comes the Warriors. Looks like they've decided to press. They were super successful in the press last game. Looks like they were successful here too, although the layup does not go in. They were able to break the press there and score. So after early pressure, they were able to break the press. I think the coach is going to continue that press since they had so much success yesterday. Marquette still to score. Nice smooth shot there by Mack off the backboard. Golden State bring the ball up. Again, trying to beat this pressure. The benefit of the press is not only does it frustrate the offense getting the ball across the court, it really eats up the shot clock. They have not gotten the ball below the three-point line, and there's only 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice finish there by Golden State with the shot clock almost expiring. Here comes Marquette. Marquette's got numbers. It's 5-on-4. Cat over to Mac. Mac not able to finish. Golden State is coming. G's got the rebound. Marquette looking for a spark. Nice defense there by Golden State. '24's almost all the way out by the three-point line. Almost got the roll. Marquette's getting the shots that they want. They're just not closing in on those shots. Huh? Yeah. Max got the ball on the outside. He's got Sydney as a screen. Swings it over to Catherine. Nice grab by Catherine. Taylor's got the ball on the outside. Looking for a pass in the middle. Going to get over to Mac. Mac just hit that shot on the other side of the court, and he hits it here. That's his shot. Nice and smooth off the backboard. Mac's got 4 points. Marquette's down by 4. Number 12 at the top of the key with the 4-point lead. Ball behind the screen. Sydney's got a hand right there. Great job. That's going to be a steal. Great defense by both Taylor and Sydney. They've got the ball back, but they've only got about 3 seconds to shoot. 2-1. They're not going to get a shot off. That's a second shot clock violation. Great defense by Marquette. Good press break by Golden State. Foul called on the floor. Chair contact. It's about to be a 3-second call. Resets the shot clock. Errant pass. Don't think that was tipped. It's Marquette basketball. Another turnover for the Marquette defense. Great defense. They just need to get their shots to fall. 8-4. Score is Golden State 8, Marquette 4. All right, they've got number 43 pinned back deep there. The goal is to now have a 5-on-4. Number 43 is pretty quick there to be able to get back into their offense. Taylor's got the ball, swings it over to Cat. Cat's got a lane down on the baseline. Off the backboard, too strong. Rebound, Golden State. Still a little bit of nerves here early this season. Those shots usually fall for Marquette. As soon as they do, they should be back in this game. Lucky to be only down by 4 at this point with that shooting. G's got the rebound. Here comes Marquette. G at the top of the key. He's got Taylor as a seal. G decides to go to the middle, off the backboard, and gets fouled. Last game, Golden State had at least one player foul out against Marquette, so those keep an eye on those fouls. Only one of those two go down. Sydney's got the steal. Great press. She patiently takes the ball. Sometimes after you make a steal, you are rushed to try to get the ball to somebody else. Sydney does well. Sees Mac down low. Mac with the scoop underhand. Too far underneath under the hoop. Golden State with another score. They're breaking the press much, much better than they did last game, where Marquette stole the game in the fourth quarter by having such a solid press. Good coaching over there at Golden State. Ball's over to Mac. That's a shot he's hit twice. Off the rim. Taylor's down low, unable to get the rebound. Here comes Golden State. G with the deflection. Still Golden State's ball. Cat's got the basketball at the top of the key, swings it over. They see Sydney down there, but she's on her way back out of the lane. Again, you can only be in the lane for 3 seconds. Catherine just off to the side. Not hitting those shots the way that she did yesterday. Hopefully she'll warm up soon. And another turnover. Not able to get the ball across the court by the end of the quarter. Fantastic defense by Marquette, but their offense is struggling. It's got some great shooters on our team. They'll start warming up, and we should be back in this. We'll see you in the second quarter. All right, we are back in action here. WASA looking for that spark. G off the ball. Let's see what call they played. Scott Taylor on the side. Nice pick there. Ball knocked away, but it stays as Marquette basketball. Scott Taylor. Taylor gets up to the hoop. Lots of hands in his face. Not able to finish. Marquette's got the press on again. He's stuck there. Makes a bad pass. Mac's got it. Taylor breaks to the hoop. Mac delivers it. Scott Cat behind him. Nice tap back in over to G and a bucket. The press pays off, and Marquette closes that lead to 3. Great press. Press is looking really good here. Cat's got the steal. They've adjusted the press and scored a quick 4 points. Coach is going to reset. Two highly, highly skilled coaches playing a chess match here, and the players are able to execute. Great basketball by Marquette. Let's see what adjustments are done on the press here. And the press break by Golden State. A little breakdown in communication there. Not enough players down deep. Taylor's doing a good job keeping behind the line. Again, they only have 10 seconds to get across. They do. But now there's only about 20 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see, make sure Marquette can settle back in its defense. Look like they have. You see that line of defense with nobody in the lane. So despite being able to break the press, Marquette gets back. Shot is out the rim. And here comes Marquette. Looks like the defense is back, so Marquette will likely settle into their half-court offense. Cat's able to get to the lane. That shot just doesn't fall. Marquette got off easy on that one. They did not send somebody back in the press, and somebody was wide open. Golden State doing a really good job of adjusting the pace. Cat hits that first shot down the middle. The ice is broken, and we expect to see more of those shots to fall. Again, great press here. Look at everybody. They're keeping the whole team down. Cat's going to be able to catch him. And now Marquette resets in the offense. Good press break. Impatient shot there that doesn't fall. Great job by Cat getting back on defense. G's got the ball. He heads over behind Lucy. Mac cuts to the lane. And they're going to call that foul as an over-the-back foul on Mac. That's all right. We get 5 fouls. Want to use them up. Mac may have hit him in the back of the chair. Taylor's got the tip. Still White's ball. Taylor's got the tip. That means Lucy's got the steal. 3 turnovers off of that press. Marquette's now got the lead by 1 point. Fortunately, turnover, trying to get the ball into Cat. Ball is high in the air. Who's going to get to it? Golden State's got it. They've now got a break, 2-on-1. Taylor's got to decide who to cover. And the ball falls. That's the risk of the press break. Marquette almost had it. Lucy does a good job back picking there. Cat's got the ball on the top, swings it over to Taylor. We haven't seen Taylor take a deep shot yet. Comes up nice and easy, not able to connect. The press is still on, but they've got somebody in front of there. They've got some fast players here, but G's fast enough to catch them. Ball hard off the backboard. Great defense by Gianni Quintero, and here he comes. He's got a steal by Lucy. He's got 1 player left to beat. Difficult shot off of the side of the backboard. He can sometimes hit those. Sid gets back, gets her hand up. That's got to be a 3-second call, you'd think, but does not get call. Think that would be another 3-second call and does not get the call. Lots of offensive rebounds going Golden State's way. They like these jump shots. Another offensive rebound. Got to do a better job of boxing people out. Kat's got her hand in his face, and Kat gets the rebound. Finally, some relief from Marquette. And here they come. Nice spin move by G. Not able to finish after that incredible spin move. The wheelchair equivalent of breaking ankles here out on the court, but you got to finish that shot. Golden State sets up. They're a good jump shooting team. Sydney's got a big hand in front of there. And Kat's got the rebound. Good positioning by Catherine to get the rebound. Got Taylor in the middle. Lots of hands all the way around him. And Taylor finishes in the land of giants. Great finish by Taylor Post. All right, the press is on, but nobody's covering. Sorry about the technical issues there. We lost internet connection for just a moment. Marquette, with their press, has only given up about 4 points to that press recently. And as a result of that press, has not only coming back in this game, but now has a 3-point lead. G takes out the ball. Taylor's got his spot. G's going to swing around and get behind Lucy. Shots up. Does not roll. Ball gets tapped up. G's got the rebound. Sydney was about to grab that, so they had to tap it up. Max underneath. High off the glass and goes in. Incredible shot by Mac. That ball was underneath the rim, and Mac figured out a way to put in. And Marquette's up by 5. They're going to call a foul on G there. That's all right. We'll take that with the press. Press breaks down there, and Marquette is living and dying by the press, but overall it's working in their favor. They've got the lead by 3 points with 2:47 left here in the second quarter. Cat gets it over to G. G's working with Lucy over there, pops it over to Taylor. Taylor's been waiting for that shot. He dumps it down to Sydney, and it's in. Great pick and roll by Taylor and Sydney. They've been working on that after yesterday's game where they had a chance to tie it in overtime and missed that connection. Sydney makes the bucket now. Almost an identical play from the game with 20 seconds left. Late last night, Taylor made great passes in both occasions. Sydney able to finish on this occasion. Again, Marquette living and dying by the press here. I think a bit more speed out on the court by the coach. You can see they've got their top shooter, number 24, on the bench because he doesn't have that same speed. So again, two great coaches, chess smack back and forth. Nice catch by G. Gets it back over to Mac. He's able to roll in. Gentle shot off the glass. Mac did not have that in his repertoire last year, but a ton of work over the summer, working with some of the college coaches at the University of Whitewater, where Mac has signed his commitment letter to and will be attending in the fall. Taylor's got the ball. He's behind a screen. Three-second call there. Not sure who it was on. Great finish. Again, it looks like they're giving up points on the press here, but they're gaining just as many points with the press. So this is the pace Marquette would rather play at against this team. Typically, Marquette can beat most teams on their set plays, but this really frees up Marquette. Foul called there, and Golden State's going to go to the line. That play really not a result of a broken press, but just a turnover in the set offense for Marquette. We've got 42 seconds to go in the first half. Marquette's up by 3, 21-18. Two shots for Golden State. First shot's off the back of the rim. Second shot off the back of the rim. G's got the rebound. Gets tapped out by 31. They've got him pinned back. There's opening. Now Cat and Sydney pick him up. Frustrating number 31. Now they've got a 5-on-4. Notice how they release. And if they can take quick advantage of this, if they don't let 31 back in, 31's able to recover, and now they'll go into a set offense with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Taylor in a little bit of trouble there with some big arms around him. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And that's a turnover. Here comes Golden State. 5 seconds left in the half. We'll see if they can get off a shot. G's got to watch the number of fouls. They call him as a reach over the back. Not sure how many fouls that is on G. At least 2. So 2 seconds left. Let's see if Golden State can get a shot off. Great quarter by Marquette, flipping the score. Marquette's up now by 3 points. Ball fumbles around. Max got the possession. And that's the end of the quarter. We'll see you back at halftime. Warriors 18, Golden Eagles 21. Yep, thank you. We are back in action for the second half of the third place game here at the Arch Madness Tour in St. Louis, Missouri. Golden State is down by 3, 18-21. Marquette really changed the pace in the second quarter. We'll see what the pace of this game is going to look like for the rest of the game. Again, two great coaches playing a chess match back and forth. Players executing well on coaches' strategies. All right, looks like they're going to keep up with the press here. Pass, immediate turnover. They've only got 5 seconds back. 5 seconds to get the ball in. Dumped off to Cat underneath. And it gets the roll. The press immediately pays off for Marquette. This is good practice for Golden State early on in the season to make sure that they can figure out how to break this press by the end of the season. Good job by 31. One of the taller players gets the ball and handles it himself, getting it across the court. But then an errant pass, and Taylor's got the steal. Timeout by Marquette. Coach saw Taylor being surrounded there, wanted to get him some relief. It's only a 30-second timeout. We'll be back just in a second. We are back in action. Marquette's got the ball. Here comes Cat coming down. She's by the three-point line, swings it over to Taylor. Taylor typically will take that shot, but they're going to look for a better shot. Cat in the middle is that shot, and she hits it. And Marquette has extended their lead 25-18. Here comes the press. Again, they've got 10 seconds to get the ball across the court and see if Cat can catch them. She cannot. They've broken the press. Coming in hot. Hard pass across the 24. 24's a great shooter, but Cat's right in his face. He's going to decide to back out, reset the offense. Just off of Mac's chair. But that's actually okay for us because the shot clock keeps rolling. So the shot clock is at 9 seconds. They're going to not bound the inbound passer. That means it's a 5-on-4. Only 5 seconds left. 31 breaks through, crashes into Cat. Tough shot, and there goes the shot clock just in time. Rebound Gianni. Here comes Marquette. G, nice move to the baseline. Hands on the ball. He's in trouble there in the corner. He dishes it out to Taylor. Again, no double dribbles in wheelchair basketball. You can pick the ball up and start dribbling at any time. Of course, there is a travel. You're only allowed to push your chair twice before you have to take a dribble. They're in trouble here. Get the ball across just in time. Nice rebound by Taylor. Great defense. Marquette's got a 7-point lead. They almost take out each other there. We got that on camera. All right, G's got Mac off on the sideline. He's got that 4-foot shot. Nice roll in. Marquette starting to take control of this game. They're up by 9. And the press is tight. You can see Lucy over there. He's got number 3 locked down. So he's got the ball. He's not going anywhere. He sneaks over on the sideline. Bad pass, but there's another number 31 there to get it. Ball knocked away again. Gets a shooter in position. After a bit of chaos, they finally found a shooter to settle down. G's got the ball. He sees Cat in the middle. Cat sends to Taylor. Off the back of the rim. G's got the steal. They're going to call a foul on White. G's on the sidelines, rocking the headband today. All right, on the court, you've got Taylor, Lucy, Mac, G, and Cat. After a foul, the shot clock resets, so they've got 30 seconds here. We've got a full 6 minutes, 26 seconds. Cat takes a 3-point off the back of the rim. Here comes Golden State, but they've got to beat this press first. And Marquette's holding them tight. Steal by Gianni. Max got it. Great defense. G baited him a little bit to try to make that pass, knowing he was quick to get in front of it. Not only a great athletic play, but a smart play by Gianni. He sees Mac for the layup. Incredible defense and offensive position for Marquette. One of the super interesting things about sport is that you develop your specialty as a team. And clearly Golden State's specialty after seeing them in the first round is setting up behind the screens and taking shots like this one here. And they're having trouble adjusting to the speed of Marquette and breaking the press. All right, they're going to reset their offense. Another turnover. Great defense by Cat. This press really paying dividends for Marquette. Great for them to practice that. They usually practice breaking the press, but that also teaches you how to do a press. Sydney's got the ball. Got Lucy in front of her. Swings it back to Cat. They're going to try to get it over to G for a pick and roll. Down to Mac. Mac's in the middle. Tallest player on the court. Takes his time. Oh, unbelievable that shot didn't go in. Fortunate bounce for Marquette. They've got the ball back. Hard to believe that ball didn't fall. Ball hit the rim, so fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. Cat's in the middle. Got to sit down low. G's able to get right behind her. Mac likes that shot. Oh, has to pump and fake it. Gets it to Cat in the middle. Free throw shot. No shooter's bounce this time around. Ball's coming deep, but G's going to be able to catch him and provide some level of defense. But Golden State scores. Great finish there by the Warriors. Defense already back, so they operate for a set shot here. Not able to get the angle that he wants. Here comes the ball right behind you, Lucy. Lucy's able to pick up the defense at the top of the key. Looks like their strategy is to have 3 break away on any shot in order to break the press. Not a bad strategy. 31's been in the lane a long time, not able to finish. Max got the rebound. Marquette's up by 7, 3:49 to go. Here comes G with a wall of defenders in front of him, so he's going to have to wait for some teammates. Cat breaks near the hoop, decides to avoid the 3-second call, and they've reset the offense. Lucy at top. Oh, poked away. It's a 3-on-2. Let's see what Golden State can do with it. Dumps it down low, but Max back on defense. Incredible defense, but a better shot by Golden State. They cut the lead to 5. Spark of offense from Golden State after a very, very slow start to this third quarter. Another tipped ball. Sloppy passing. That pass might be too far away. It is too far away. So after a great steal, too much of an aggressive play, Marquette's got to do a better job of ball control, getting a little sloppy here with the lead. Yet another pass that is missed. That's 3 turnovers in a row for Marquette. Hard to believe they've been able to maintain this lead with that lack of ball control. Coach switches up the defense. They're now in their set defense, which has also given Golden State a little bit of a headache. A few shot clock violations in the first half. 3 comes around. Lucy stops him. Long pass. Shot from the front. No shooter's roll this time. Marquette's ball. Taylor's got the ball. Great set shot from Taylor. Again, hard to believe that that ball doesn't fall. Foul on Marquette. That shot looked clean, somehow rattled out. Number 10 behind the screen. That's a good D for Marquette. Sid had the rebound, but there was some hands on it. Timeout, Golden State. Blue ball. We are back in action with 1:45 left to go in the third quarter. G's got the ball, has a pick by Lucy, gets close, opts out to Taylor. Taylor dishes it to Kat in the middle. She takes that shot. Not able to connect on that shot as much as she would like to. She was on fire yesterday, not falling here in the third quarter. Good defense, nobody in the lane. They're going to have to take a jump shot. They get it over to number 10. G's got the rebound. Golden State had to go to their third option of a shooter, so that's good for Marquette. Ball's deep in the corner, tipped away. Sydney's back. She's going to have to choose, but G comes to the rescue, so now G can cover the ball handler. Great defense. Great defense. Unlucky bounce. Unbelievable on a 2-on-1 that Sydney was able to hold him off long enough for G to come back. G's got so much speed. A lot of time left in the shot clock here off of a fast break. That's the third or fourth option shooter. Marquette wants him taking the shot. They've got their two best shooters off on the right. He's going to take another shot at it. Off the rim, but offensive rebound by number 3. Shot clock resets, but there's only 15 seconds left in the game, so shot clock is irrelevant. They're going to try to get another shot. This speaks volumes of Marquette's defense that the only person behind a screen to take a shot is not able to connect yet. Sydney's got the rebound. She's going to hold it. That's the end of the third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, Marquette leads by 5. Okay, Golden State's got the ball down by 5. They're going to try to get into their set offense and take that 10-foot shot. Lots of hands in the way. They're going to switch it over. Shot clock's down to 12. Oh, somehow 31 gets into the lane. Not sure what happened there, but nice, easy layup. 31's tallest on their team and is able to connect on that easy layup. That cuts the lead to 3. Cats open in the middle. Off the backboard and in. That's her second one down the lane. Great shot for Catherine Redden. They swing the ball. They've got a different shooter in that corner. He's not able to connect, though. Much bigger threat over in that wing spot, though. Marquette should look out for that. They're up by 5. G's flying down the court, but the defense is quick enough to get back. They call a foul on 31, foul on Cat for backing into another player. We'll keep an eye on the fouls for you. 12 gets another shot. Not able to connect. That's a deep shot. We don't mind that shot at all. If 24 gets back in the game and is open like that to take that shot, we might be in trouble. G brings it back out. He's got Cat in the middle. Brings it to Sydney on the right. Sydney should look for that shot. Coach is going to talk to her about after the game. She's got to look at the rim for that shot. Instead, Taylor's got it on the wing. Sydney's got the rebound. Great offensive rebound by Sydney at the lane. They're going to reset. Fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, man. Bounces in and out. It's a good shot by Cat. She'll usually connect on that. Here comes the Warriors. Breakaway to the lane. Unable to finish the layup. Marquette lucked out there. Blue ball. Mack is back in the game. On the floor, you've got G and Kat in the backcourt, and Lucy, Mac, and Taylor down by the rim. Nice pass down to Taylor. Taylor's such a great shooter, but a little bit shorter, so hard for him to get in there and take some of those. Incredible shot by Kat. That's the shot we've been waiting for. If Kat can continue to get that shot for the rest of the game, Marquette should be out comfortably. Great play. Nice finish by number 31. Great touch. Kat's got the ball in the middle. Difficult pass over to Taylor. Great defense. It's going to stay blue ball. G's got the ball underneath. He gets it to Taylor. Taylor's going to look to take that shot. Nice arc on it. Hits the front of the rim, but Mac's going to get the rebound. Sees Kat in the middle. Challenging pass to connect on there. That would have been pretty close to a miracle to hit that. Coach doesn't like it. He's going to call a full timeout. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back to fourth quarter action. There's 7 minutes left in the game. A few bad passes by Marquette caused a timeout. There's number 24. That's who we're worried about on the wing there. He is unable to connect, but that's not going to last for long. Great shooting. He really killed us in the first game. Marquette gets back into a set offense here. Oh, no, they see Kat sneaking through. They had back picked, so they were on a 5-4. I thought they were going to reset the offense, but Kat was able to sneak in there. Great pass and assist by Gianni Quintero. They're trying to set up number 24 here on the wing. You see number 4 gets him. Number 24 is back there, but G has already jumped. Now Kat is there. That's called the yo-yo defense, to yo-yo back and forth depending on which side of the screen the shooter is on. They're going to get back to him. They really want him to take that shot. And a shot clock violation. Great defense by Marquette getting out on that shooter number 24. They know it's going to be challenging for that screener to run the pick and roll, so they sold out on that defense, and it worked. Here comes Marquette. 7-point lead with 6:30 left to go in the game here in the third place game at the Arch Madness tournament. Dangerous pass there, but that was on the money. Taylor would have caught that, but got fouled. Johnny's got the ball, passes it to Taylor. Max got the seal. Cat cuts to the lane. She's got to get back out. She does. Now Taylor's back there. Taylor should settle in for that shot. Nice shot. Taylor makes the adjustment he needs. High arc. Great shot. Taylor posts. Number 10 back in the game. Not sure why. Hope number 24 is okay. White ball underneath the hoop. 3 sets up for a shot. He's a dangerous shooter. Probably the top shooter out there right now. He is double backpicked there. So watch now how they're going to wait and then release and get down court in the hopes of getting a 5-on-4. Taylor does a good job keeping him out. That frees up Cat in the middle, who drains that shot. Golden State is in trouble now that Catherine Redden has warmed up in that middle shot that she loves. That's 3 of those this half. Taylor's in trouble. They foul him. Interesting to be fouling this early in the game. Not sure if that was out of frustration or something else. And now Golden State is going to try a press of their own. And G is the press breaker. So we'll see what happens here. Taylor loses the ball. And a successful press. And a lob out front. And 2 points. So Golden State handing Marquette a bit of their own medicine. So G is usually able to slice and dice these offense. He does. Another foul. Golden State's got to be careful. Not only they're going to put us in the bonus quickly, but they don't have a deep bench. And there may be a few players that start to get into foul trouble. So you can see the strategy here. The very tall Mac can get the ball there and get it back to G, but G would have to cross half court in order to do that. Here comes Kat, able to beat her player. The ball is in. G circles around, gets it to Taylor. A 3-second call, very tight call there, calling 3 seconds on Taylor, who was the shooter. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So Marquette responds and says, hey, we can press too. So both teams pressing at this point with 4:30 left to go in the game. Number 3 is deep in the corner. Taylor's got him pinned there. Dangerous pass. Gianni's got the steal. Another foul. So now we are in the bonus. So after, I believe it's 5 fouls in any quarter, that is going to result in what's called the bonus, which means even though Gianni was not shooting, he gets to take free throws. So we'll see how this strategy works. Gianni's a pretty good free throw shooter. Actually, several pretty good free throw shooters on the court. So we'll see how that works out. G hits the first one. Second one rolls out. So semi-successful strategy by Golden State. Again, the press is on. An exciting, super exciting
Check the Dexcom.
Sorry for the lack of audio here. And microphone receiver died. Kat is at the line here. We're talking quite a bit how great this tournament has been for Marquette, despite the 2-point loss. They have learned a ton. They learned how to press here. Some great work by both Lucy and Sydney on the freshman level. They learned the importance of jumping shots, which really killed them in that Nebraska game. They learned how to not get frustrated and stage a comeback. They learned the endurance of playing 3 games in a row. And we've learned a ton here on the video and audio side as well. Sydney with great defense down there, game winding down, 45 seconds left here at the Arch Madness Tour and tournament. Mac falls down there. He did that 3 times in the Nebraska game, so hopefully he'll be okay. He's got a smile on his face, so I think he's okay. Just a few seconds left here. Marquette handily leading by 13 at this point, but Golden State gave them a run for the money. If it was not for the press that happened and the ability to break the press on the offensive side, could have been a very different game. So very strong performance by the Marquette Golden Eagles. They're going to let the clock run down here. 20 seconds left in the game, 17 on the shot clock. They're going to swing it into Sydney. Sydney able to finish that shot, even despite getting hooked by the other player. That's going to help build her confidence. And only a few seconds left here. Congratulations to the WASA Golden Eagles with their 3rd place finish, and congratulations to the Golden State Warriors with their 4th place finish here at the Arch Madness tournament in St. Louis, Missouri.